these bhaktas, one can enter into the mysteries of Janma and Karma, which is all Divyam. One can come to that Swabhava. Yesterday we discussed that very, very beautiful verse. Ya Priyati Samad Bhava. So how one can come to that bhava, that transcendental state? Is by hearing, appreciating, and accepting the incidences and the happenings which has taken place in the pure devotees of Lord Sri Krishna. That is what Srimad Bhagavatam is. First 9 canto talks about it. So here we see of Parishit Maharaj, his great glories are being sung in Srimad Bhagavatam. You don't remember the name of that devotee who is called as the person who can sanctify the places of pilgrimage, who carries the place of pilgrimage in his heart, because he carries the Lord. Wherever he reaches, the place it becomes the place of pilgrimage. That is what Srila Prabhupada did. Srila Prabhupada, wherever he traveled, what he manifested? He manifested Vrindavan. What is Vrindavan? Where there is Radha and Krishna. And what happens in Vrindavan? Everyone is loving and serving Radha and Krishna. Yes, Priyanka, what is the verse?
Hari Subroji,
Clear?
in Narad Muni.
Okay, Narad Muni, but Srimad Bhagavatam talks specifically about one personality. Pradeep, you raised your hand?
Yes, sir. Mahatma Vidur.
Yes, Mahatma Vidur. Mahatma Vidur. What is the verse? How can you forget the verse? Tirtha Kurvanti Tirthani. If you hear Prabhupada's lecture, more than 100 times Prabhupada would have quoted this verse. More than 100 times. But the problem is we don't hear. Neither do we read, nor do we hear. Do we have no attraction? Tirtha Kurvanti Tirthani. So all those Tirthankar, that is why it is called Tirthankar. You know the word Tirthankar? Great sages are called as Tirthankars. Those who are authorities. In Jain religion also, they say Tirthankar. These are the Tirthankars. Who are the Tirthankar? Who carry the place of pilgrimage in their heart. And wherever they go, wherever they touch, they transform the place to become a place of pilgrimage. So all these great sages, Muniyaha, along with their Sashishyaha, they all came to the place flocking to be in association of Maharaj Parikshit. Actually, they came to meet Maharaj Parikshit and not to take bath while on pilgrimage. This is very important. This principle we must know. I was just remembering today, I was just going through a Mayapur Yatra, that after 27 they left. Why did I wait for 28? What was the purpose? The purpose was to take bath in Ganges, but we called it off because most of the devotees' health was not good. And we continued to hear. That is more important than taking bath. Here it is said, see, this is Pramana. This is Shastra Pramana, Bhagavad Pramana. Common men go to pilgrimage site to get themselves purified of all sins. Okay. Actually, they came to meet Maharaj Parikshit and not to take bath while on pilgrimage, because all of them were competent enough to sanctify the places of pilgrimage, purified of all sins. Others. But when such sages visit our presence, therefore the sages who came to meet Maharaj Parikshit were not very much interested in getting themselves purified like common men. But on the plea of taking a bath in that place, they came to meet Maharaj Parikshit because they could foresee that Srimad Bhagavatam would be spoken by Shukdev Goswami. All of them wanted to take advantage of this great occasion. So, who all came? Atrir Varish Vasishthas Chavana Sharadvan Arishthanemer Bhrigurangirascha Parasharo Gadhisuto Atharama Uthaya Indra Pramedhana Madhava Meda Atithir Devalo Arishtaseno Hardvajo Gautama Pipaladaha Maitreya Aura Kashava Kumbhayoner Dvaipanyo Bhagavan Naradascha. Who are these great potent people who assembled there? From different parts of the universe, there arrived great sages like Atri, Chayavan, Sharadvan, Arishtanemi, Bhrigu, Vashisht, Parashara. Who is Parashara Muni? He is the father of Vyasadeva. Who is the speaker? Who will speak Srimad Bhagavatam? बोलो क्या सोच रहे?
His grandson, Prabhuji.
Yes. Even the grandfather came running. Not only Vyasadeva and Narad came, even Parashar came. Just hear who all came. Amazing. Vishwamitra Angira Parshuramaha. Parshurama. The Supreme Lord himself came in the form of Parshuram. Uthaya, Indra Pramada, Idmabaha, Medha Tithi, Devala, Arishtasena. One is Arishtanemi and this is Arishtasena. Bhardwaj, Gautama, Pipalada, Maitreya, Aurva, Kashava, Kumbhayoni, Dvaipan. Who is Dvaipan? Vyasadeva. Another great personality, Narad. Prabhupada is mentioning all of them. This is long. Okay, I'll try to take this. Chayavan, a great sage and one of the sons of Bhrigu Muni. He was born prematurely when his pregnant mother was kidnapped. Chayavan is one of the 6 sons of his father. Bhrigu Muni's son. Bhrigu, father came, the son came, the grandfather came, the grandson came, the disciples came, everyone. No one wanted to be left out. When Brahmaji was performing a great sacrifice on behalf of Varun, Maharishi Bhrigu was born from the sacrificial fire. He was a great sage and his very dear wife was Puloma. He could travel in space like Durvasha, Narad and others. And he used to visit all the planets of the universe. Before the battle of Kurukshetra, he tried to stop the battle. Sometimes he instructed Bhardwaj Muni about astronomical evolution. And he is the author of the Bhrigu Samhita, the great astrological calculation. He explained how air, fire, water and earth are generated from ether. He explained how the air in the stomach works and regulates the intestines. As a great philosopher, he logically established the eternity of the living entity. He was also a great anthropologist, and the theory of evolution was long ago explained by him. He was a scientific propounder of the 4 divisions of orders of human society known as the Varnashram institution. He converted the Kshatriya king Vithavya into a Brahmana. Vasishta, that is a reference. Vasishta Muni's mention is 1, 9, 6 and 7. What is 1, 9, 6 and 7? Which chapter is this? 1, 9, 1.9. Quickly. Purushottam, kaun sa chapter hai? Before we go to second canto, at least all the names of the 19th chapter should be very clear in the heart. Not only that should be clear, because devotees have given presentation. 18th chapter, Sonika, you were to present? Okay, your health is not well. Okay. What is the 9th chapter? बोलिए.
तो prayers by Bhishma.
No, your audio is not audible. I have asked Sonika to speak. She has raised her hand.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
No. Your turn is not there. Don't speak out of turn. Yes, Sonika, speak. Your hand is up.
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. It was
Audio is not working.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. It was
Can you hear? Did anyone hear what she said?
No,
Okay.
Prabhu.
Audio is not working, Sonika. Who gave the presentation on the 9th chapter? Pranav.
Yes, Prabhuji. Passing of Bhishma Dev.
Yeah, that is the passing away of Bhishma Dev. So at the passing away of the Bhishma Dev, the same scene happened. The Supreme Lord himself came and all the great personalities, everyone rushed in. No one was left out. And the same scene is, again happening here in Srimad Bhagavatam. Parashar. He is the grandson of Vasishtha Muni and the father of Vyasadeva. He is the son of Maharishi Shakti. And his mother's name was Adishyati. He was in the womb of his mother when she was only 12 years old. And from within the womb of his mother, he learned the Vedas. His father was killed by a demon, Kalmashapad. And to avenge this, he wanted to annihilate the whole world. He was restrained, however, by his grandfather Vasishtha. He then performed a Rakshasa killing yagya, but Maharishi Pulasya restrained him. He begot Vyasadeva, being attracted by Satyavati, who was to become the wife of Maharaj Shantanu. By the blessings of Parashar, Satyavati became pregnant for miles. He was present also during the time of Bhishma's death. Same thing what occurred at the time of Bhishma Dev's passing away. He was the spiritual master of Maharaj Janak and the great devotee of Lord Shiva. He is the authority of many Vedic scriptures and sociological description. Can anyone tell me Parashar Muni is named for which scriptures? Which scripture is the most prominent scripture of Parashar Muni? In one Acharya, his name comes. Let me see how much you are hearing. Only one person. Ramya's hand is always up. She really has a spiritual memory. Bolo. Why is Parashar Muni most famous for? Manoram Prabhu?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, Hare.
I remember Prabhuji, he gave the definition of Bhagavan.
Okay, very good. Yes. What is the definition of Bhagavan? What kind of preacher you can be? If you don't know the definition of who is Bhagavan, or what effect can the preaching be? But here I am not talking about the definition of Bhagavan. Parashar Muni is authority. रम्या आप ही बता दो ये सब तो ट्राई भी नहीं करेंगे. They will not
Hare
even
Krishna,
try.
Prabhuji. Prabhuji, Vishnu Purana.
Yes, Vishnu Purana. And what is the Acharya? Shripad Ramanujacharya. He took the vows. He took 3 vows to establish the authority of Lord Vishnu as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and in appreciation of the contribution of Parashar, he will name one of the grand disciples as Parashar. So he named the son of Kuresh as Parashar. So many times I have spoken about Shripad Ramanujacharya. Have you not heard, Manoram? But it has not entered the heart, because all kachara is still there in the heart. Have I not told about Ramanujacharya's 3 vows? that he took when he met his passing grand spiritual master. So he took a vow, because Parashar Muni, on the authority of Vishnu Puran, has very clearly established that Vishnu is the supreme amongst all the demigods. He is the author of many Vedic scripture and sociological directions. Is Gadhi Sutta or Vishwamitra, a great sage of austerity and mystic power. He is famous as Gadhi Sutra because his father was, it is Gadhi, it's not Gadhi, Gadhi, a powerful king of the province of Kanyagupta, part of Uttar Pradesh. Although he was a Kshatriya by birth, he became a Brahmana in the very same body by the power of his spiritual achievements. He picked up a quarrel with Vasishtha Muni when he was a Kshatriya king and performed a great sacrifice in cooperation with Matanga Muni, and thus was able to vanquish the sons of Vasishtha. He became a great yogi, and yet he failed to check his senses and thus was obligated to become the father of Shakuntala. The beauty queen of world history. Once he was a Kshatriya king, he visited the hermitage of Vasishtha Muni. He was given the royal reception. Vishwamitra wanted from Vasishtha a cow named Nandini, and the Muni refused to deliver it. Vishwamitra stole the cow, and thus there was a quarrel between the sage and the king. Vishwamitra was defeated by the spiritual strength. Okay, this is the same sage, Vishwamitra Muni. We all know the story, that he once entered the hermitage. He lost his way while he was in the forest, and he entered the hermitage. He was the king, a great Kshatriya king, and he entered the hermitage of Vasishtha Muni, and Vasishtha Muni welcomed him, and he was having a huge army with him, and Vasishtha Muni served everyone, and served everyone to the great satisfaction. How? Because of the cow, of that miraculous Nandini cow. She could deliver everything. So the king thought that I must possess this cow. And then there was a quarrel and a dispute. He requested Vasishtha Muni to hand over the cow. And then we all know there was a great quarrel between the two. And Vasishtha was thinking, what is the point of being the king when the king is within the preview of the Brahmanas? So he performed very, very severe austerity. And from Kshatriya, he became a Brahmana. He became the great Vishwamitra Muni. And both were there in Ramlila. Both are there. Vasishtha is there. He is the Kulguru. And Vishwamitra is there, who comes and takes Ram and Lakshmana with him. So they all came. The point is that no one wanted to miss this occasion. Vishwamitra wanted from Vasishtha the cow named Nandini, and the Muni refused to deliver it. Vishwamitra stole the cow, and thus there was a quarrel between the sage and the king. Vishwamitra was defeated by the spiritual strength of Vasishtha, and thus the king decided to become a Brahmana. Before becoming a Brahmana, he underwent severe austerity on the bank of the Kaushika. He was also one of those who tried to stop the Kurukshetra war. Angira. He is one of the 6 mental sons of Brahma and the father of Brihaspati. He is the great learned priest of the demigods in the heavenly planets. He was born of the semen of Brahmaji, given to the cinder of fire, Uthaya, and Samvrata are his sons. It is said that he is still performing austerity and chanting the holy name of the Lord at a place known as Alokananda on the banks of the Ganges. Parshunam, same reference. It's like the same verse. I will not read all of it. You can read it. And from tomorrow, we will take further. I'm not taking anything further. I have some service to do. So please tune in. Yesterday, so much more, what should I say, reinforcement of faith was there while we were discussing that Antkale Chamameva works. Vapriyati samad bhavam. How can we have that bhavam when we understand this Janma Karma Chamme Divyam? How can we understand Janma Karma Chamme Divyam? When we align our heart to hear. If we do that, this is the perfection of human form of life. If we generate taste, if we generate attraction, everything in this world else is all completely useless. So don't be distracted. Become focused, attracted to chanting of the holy name. And please, as we are hearing so much the glories of the holy name, please try to increase your number. Anyone who is just chanting 16, that means he is not inclined to hear more or serve more. Yesterday we heard Prabhupada is saying constantly, incessantly. Whenever there is opportunity, chant. Whenever there is opportunity, hear, revise, read. And believe me, if you start doing it, everything else, all the unnecessary and wasteful things in life will shrink, and this will start to expand. Thank you very much. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande.